For our interview and effectuation analysis of an entrepreneur, we decided to learn more about Innovative Automation Incorporation. We interviewed Steve Loftus, who is the founding partner and co-owner. His company started locally and over the past 30 years has thrived. This company performs the robotic welding of automotive seat recliner sub-assemblies, which basically means that the robots do all the work. The technicians who work there create the robots that are able to weld. Steve oversees 150 employees while running an international corporation and having partners globally.
Our questions stem from course concepts such as all 5 effectuation principles, elements of the business model canvas, value propositions, talking to humans, opportunity recognition, and finally rounding out with a little piece of advice for our potential young entrepreneurs within ourselves. We had specifically asked Steve if there was one piece of advice you would give a young entrepreneur, what would it be? He promptly told us we need a passion to drive a business. Steve's words of advice inspired us as possible future entrepreneurs to place a large emphasis on passion. Steve always knew he would start his own business by age 35. This allowed him to apply his knowledge and skills in the automotive industry when he ventured out on his own.
Steve wanted to establish a broad foundation with strong partners before taking the risk of starting a business. When he interviewed for his original job, he knew that he would be leaving within 10 years to start his own company. It finally occurred to him that it was a possibility when he had been given a terrible business deal. In addition to that, Steve also inspired us to find individuals who are just as skilled or more skilled than yourself to create a team that is well-rounded and structured for success. This can be shown in Guy Kawasaki's rule about hiring in your own image. Steve did not make this mistake, and he was intelligent enough to hire individuals that complemented his skills. Steve also knew that he was not knowledgeable in business to scale, as his expertise was in the engineering side of the business. He quickly hired accountants and sales representatives to help foster this process. Steve also mentioned how quick he developed his company. He said that it took approximately 6 months from quitting his job to starting Innovative Automation. This exemplifies Guy Kawasaki's rule, saying that defense equals success, not patents. Innovative Automation focuses on being the best in a red ocean market. The company's mission statement is to lead globally by providing customers with quality automation solutions, to lead the industry by providing their employees with a safe and challenging and rewarding work experience, and to lead locally by enabling their team to enrich the community. The company focuses on customer feedback to drive innovation. They strive for elite skill level for their employees, the quality of their product, and service availability. This really taught us that you do not need to create a new product to be a successful startup business. If you know your business model and know the identity of your business, you can be successful.
Steve exemplified the bird in the hand principle by using his prior knowledge and expertise in the engineering field to kickstart his idea of innovative automation. He fostered his analytical skills with aid from his business partners to make their dream a reality. In regards to the affordable loss principle, we asked Steve what he was willing to risk for this business, and he said he was willing to risk it all. Steve's affordable loss was very large when he and his partners mortgaged their houses to take out a line of credit. The several lines of credit allowed them to operate the business for 1 fiscal year. His business partners believed that they had enough drive and expertise to be successful and that this risk was very minimal to begin with. Next, Steve finds the idea of partnerships very important for his business. This relates to the crazy quilt principle and stating that there are several pieces to a good pie. He found that his business partners were key assets to the success of his company. These business partners were all previous mechanical engineers who had plenty of expertise. This diverse group of had several contacts through work experience and allowed them to create contacts around the world.
The fourth effectuation principle is lemonade. The principle is displayed as Steve planned far in advance to minimize the impact on the company. He recently made a $500,000 investment, and it will create a profit of roughly $4 million. The company faced a tough challenge back in 2008 when a 4-week recession occurred and caused them to lay off 5 people. They took 5 weeks to bounce back from the losses of the recession. We observed the pilot in the plane principle when Steve took control and decided to start his own company. He knew that he would have no control at his previous company and would have no influence on increasing the industry. By starting his own company, he was able to take charge of the industry and promote advancements in the automotive technology. In conclusion, after speaking to Steve, it was prominent that he displays all of the 5 effectuation principles, ran a successful business, and is a true inspiration to all students that it is possible to be an entrepreneur even without a business background. Thank you.